Hi everybody, we're going to start. We only have till 2, which is hard to believe, because when I usually do this it goes about 2 or 3 hours. It's a lot of fun. I'm Lauren Passarelli from the guitar department. It's really great to see you all. Thank you so much. Help me give a warm welcome to my dear friend, Dr. Kate Chadbourne from Harvard University. Thank you very much. Welcome everyone. Long walk across the river. Yes, this is for songwriting and creativity, and I'm just amazed ever since I met Kate. She's one of the most prolific people I personally know, because I don't know Paul McCartney as much as I'd like to, but because I don't know him, she's somebody I actually know who's like more prolific than myself.
I wouldn't go that far, Lauren.
But yeah, she writes everything you can imagine with words, between poems and kennings and short stories and novels and songs and lyrics and everything. She's an expert in the Irish language. I know a few of my students were wanting to talk to her
the
about
Irish speakers in the house.
I don't think other than the 3 of them that mentioned it to me are even here yet. Okay. And she's a great songwriter, piano player, and big harp and little harp player. So what I wanted to do was make this more of a workshop and an interactive thing. We have handouts here of just thoughts that we've had about the creative process. And I'd just love to know, especially since some of my students are strategically placed throughout the room. You know, the things we talk about all the time. If there's just anything that you're wanting to know as we play different tunes, we want to talk about how to get past your limitations and how to feel like you can work that creative muscle anytime you want to.
Right, amen. Tap into it.
Yeah.
So we're hoping that this will be more of a conversation and less of us just standing on our hind legs and yapping. So we'd love it if you weigh in with whatever you're doing or whatever you're wondering about.
Yeah, yeah. Because a lot of times people come up with a little cool riff idea, a little guitar thing, but then they don't really know how to finish it. And sometimes all those little creative bursts can actually be put together to finish a tune. I mean, it seems like, duh, we know that. But very often people don't do it, you know.
How many of you guys are making songs? I know you two are. And you are too, Carol? Good girl. And you guys are? Good. And do you find that you hit walls when you're making songs, or anybody? Yeah. And then what do you do, Tom?
I often will put it aside for a while, or it depends on the type of wall, or I'll get some advice from a trusted advisor.
Yeah, that's good advice. It's putting it aside and letting it ferment a little bit can be very helpful. And one thing I've enjoyed in Lauren's music is combining it with something else. That was a new approach. So saying, I like these verses and I like this chorus. Let's see if they can speak to each other and see what happens.
Well, I heard Tori Amos say once that she writes like 6 different bridges for one song, and she wants the best bridge to win. What a cool thing! I've never thought about that.
They're like gladiators in the ring.
Yeah, they're in the Olympics. And one time I was writing a song that I didn't like the bridge to, and I said, well, I'll be like Tori, I'll write a few more bridges. And I didn't like any of them. So then I took the best seconds or moments from each bridge and I wrote yet another bridge with all those little bits, you know. So I just make sure I love every word, every melody note, every rhythm, and every chord. And then I'm ready to move on. And I can usually do that within an hour. I'm not that picky about it, but
Speedy Gonzalez, in my opinion.
but I do enjoy trying to make sure that it really pleases me and it takes my ear by surprise. I like to intrigue myself and go places where I didn't expect the chords to go. And I often don't resolve things, and I often don't use many 2/5s.
Okay, for those of us who, what's a 2/5?
Just like the 2 minor 7 of a scale to the 5 chord, which goes back to the 1 very, very dominantly, but I don't usually do it.
It's good to know too that the music theorists can sit with the non-music theorists, the ones who know very little about what they're doing. It's okay.
Well, the cool thing is, even though I'm a professor in the guitar department and I know a lot of stuff, when I go to create something, I'm really just going for emotion and sounds and chords and things that actually sound good to me. I just put my fingers wherever I want, and I like triads over bass notes. This is probably worth explaining, right? This is the line 6 guitar, so I don't have to tune to all different tunings if I don't want to. I can use an acoustic sound, and I can also just completely change tunings at the flip of a switch, which just saves me so much headaches. Because I love to write in different tunings, but I really hate sort of looking after them all and trying to remember what I've done and how to play them, because you can name them. You can name all those crazy chords. They're normal chords. They belong to normal keys and all those things, but you know, I usually have to bring 7 or 8 guitars to do a show in a smooth way, or have a guitar tech tuning the other guitar so I don't have to futz around. But I like to just feel my way through progressions, and I'm not thinking technically about it. So I don't really think any of you have to worry about being super technical and understanding, reading and writing the musical language to create. It's just nice to have that when you want to explain what you've done for your band, you know, and they don't have to be spoon-feeding each idea. If you say, play like this, now the next one goes here, they can just read the lead sheet and follow along, you know. So I think that's where it comes in handy, but I don't think you need it to come up with the ideas. It's better not to, anyway. I even said to Mick Goodrick once, you know, I never took any composition courses, so I don't really feel like, you know, I should have maybe taken some composition courses. He said, you never needed to. You just did it naturally. You're just brilliant at it. And I was, okay. If he says it's okay, it should be all right.
Did you play as a tune? Something maybe that you constructed from different pieces, or...
I know what you're getting at. No.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you mean different sections of things that didn't belong.
Right.
Huh. All right. Well, you know, actually I had a couple of pieces that just hung around forever. This one, where just the D string's down to C. I think it was an electric sound. And I had this chorus forever. And I had no verses. And like 7 years or 13 years later, I wrote the verses. I think I had to live it. And then I was amazed at how well they fit together. Like, duh, why did it take you 12 years? So the chorus went, in May, under Maine Moon in May, you are for me. In May, under Maine Moon in May, you are for me. We met by the lake. It might as well have been the sea, floating in love's galaxy, in waves of possibility. We danced and we sang, felt every chance to start again. In May, under Maine Moon in May, you are for me. So I think I just want to play snippets so we don't take up the whole time, but I just love that it fits so well. It just fits so well. It was like magic. It was like, oh, wow. How did that happen?
I'm going to put myself